Hi everyone, it's Justine here from House of Mahalo. Thanks so much for joining me. So it is the beginning of May and I am bringing back the Stashbusting 101 challenge. I had a little bit of a month off last month just whilst I gathered myself. But yeah, this month, let's talk paper scraps. I'm not too badly overrun, but believe it or not, the last few days really, I've been tackling my scraps and it's given me some ideas for how we might approach this month's stash busting. So that's what I wanted to go with this month, and I know a lot of us do have a lot of scraps, and if you're anything like me, you'll have a box, a tub, multiple boxes, I only have this, full of scraps. And let's be honest, when was the last time you looked in it? Other than to put stuff in it, when was the last time you had a really good sift through and see what actually is in there? So if you were like me and you have been putting this to one side and trying very hard to forget what's in here, then yeah, this month's stash busting is for you. So the way that I'm going to be doing it is, again, I'm going to do 4 weeks worth of the challenge. So 4 weeks just on paper scraps. Fabric and fabric scraps, a whole other beast. So we'll probably do that next month. But for this month, we want to focus on the paper ones. So the way that I want to do it is week 1 is best sorting the scraps. If you want to go about it the way that I'm doing it, then week 1 will be to sort the scraps. So the way that I would go about it is, this is my box of scraps that I just, have for pretty much everything. And what I would do with this is, what works best for me is to have them colour coded, which sounds really boring and organised, but it's something that I did before and it does really help. So, I put all my pinks together, all my purples together, all my blues, all my greens, all my neutrals. That is just what works for me. You could also do it by project or by theme. So for example, let's say I'm working on some, florally pinky type projects. Obviously those are pinks and this is a neutral, but for me this sort of goes together quite nicely. It's, quite like vintagey and pinks and stuff. So I think that goes quite nicely. So if I was going to do it by project or theme, then I would do it like that. And then within each pile, obviously we've got different types of scraps. So, you might have strips of things, you might have larger scraps, you might have bigger scraps. Those are the strips. You might have odds and ends like this. So what you could do, once you've got them all like sorted by colour or theme or project, you could then have them clipped together based on what type of scrap it is, because different things call for different uses. Now you could make a ton of masterboards. I love a neutral masterboard, but when it comes to colours and things, I struggle with masterboards because for me, I think it becomes then too much colour. That's just me, my opinion, my style. So I start doing different things, and I'm going to show you something that I've been doing because it might give you some ideas about how you might want to go about tackling your scraps. So week 1, sort your scraps. Week 2, we're then going to focus on strips. So I'm going to be sharing some ideas for strips. Week 3, I'm going to do as cardstock. So if you've got any cardstock scraps, week 3. And then week 4 will just be all the odds and ends and the leftovers and the random bits at the end of your project, at the end of your scrap busting. You'll just have a load of stuff left over probably. We're going to do a week on those. So the way that I'm going to do it is each week in the Facebook group, I'm going to share some videos and blog posts and different things from myself and other people based on those. So all the ideas that you could have for having your strips. What could you do with strips? What could you do with cardstock scraps? What can you do with the odds and ends? So hopefully that will give you some ideas. For myself, I don't know how much of the scrap busting I'm going to do on video because to be honest, some of the things is nice just to sit down, you know, whilst you've got the TV on kind of thing. But I will try and do some videos if I can. But what I wanted to show you was, see that scrap box is looking pretty good, and it's because I had a ton of blue stuff in there. I don't know from when, just for general. And I wanted to give you a little bit of a show and tell, because I have made absolutely tons of ephemera, all from the scraps and packaging. So let me just get to, yeah, those are just papers. So I'll just show you, because this might give you some ideas of things that you can do with your scraps. So here is the first thing that I did. I took a load of the little itty bitty bits, just the, I think that goes that way, yeah. And I just made a whole ton. I mean, I made absolutely loads. They're just paper clusters. They are not finished, obviously. They are literally just the scraps glued together. And I've done these before, following tutorials from Tatty Treasure. That's Tanya from Tatty Treasure. So I'll be sharing her videos in the Facebook group, but obviously they're on her YouTube channel. But look how many I made, and that was just from a load of odds and ends. So I've got all those. So, you know, they just want like a focal point and a label. That's really all they need, and then it's a finished embellishment. I then took a couple of, well, I don't know where the other one's gone. There it is. A couple of cardstock bits, and literally I just glued a scrap on. That's just some really nice textured wallpaper. So it could be a belly band, it could be a little pocket. Same again, belly band, pocket type thing. That will probably be a pocket, so I can cover that with some lace or crochet. I had some, these were like bridge scoring cards, and again I literally just backed them onto cereal box and just shoved some scraps in the middle. And now I have some collaged bases to make little like journal cards and things with. Same again with that, just some packaging with a few bits and bobs. I've got a little, like, couple of little cardstock scraps. So I've got probably a journal card with a little tuck spot. That's probably what that is. A little tuck spot there. This could be a pocket or a journal card. Oh, I liked this one. This is a Terry's chocolate orange box, part of it anyway. And so I literally just glued 2 scraps, wallpaper and this on it. All it wants is like a butterfly or something, and we have a cute little pocket. I've got a flip out. So this was just some brown cardstock with a hinge. So I've just covered it with some scraps, front and back. So now it just wants decorating. What else did I do? I've made a little notebook. Well, what will be a notebook. That was just me telling myself to put that in there from a paper bag. So I literally just glued some wallpaper on it. Again here, little end of a lunch paper bag, I just glued some scraps. Again, just want decorating. Did some more scrap busting with cardstock. I got some book page stuff and just popped a couple of scraps on. This was another book page thing, so again, just some scraps on it. The wallpaper just folded in half to give me a little corner pocket. I made, this was part of the Terry's chocolate orange box, so it's just like a little frame piece for something. What else did I do? Here's another frame with patchwork. So these were just little odds and ends of cardstock, so that will probably be for the cover of the journal with like something framed in it. This, just a couple of index cards. So I just put some wallpaper and some another scrap, and then like they really don't want hardly anything. A bit of sewing around, probably a butterfly on it, and that's probably all I would do with that. Same again, just the other way around. So yeah, they don't want a huge amount. What was this? This was a leftover digital that I've then just put some wallpaper down there, made a little side pocket. Again, just wants decorating. We have an envelope where I was trying to hide this. So it's a nice sparkly silver. So I've just popped the wallpaper as a belly band, so I can just slip and slide something in there and have it as a flip out or as a page in a journal. And this was what I was trying to get to. This was started off as an envelope, and then, you know, it might be a journal card now, I haven't quite decided, but essentially I really liked how the blues were looking with the nice birds, not the dark brown birds, but the nice like softer colours. Tanya from Teddy Treasure does a lot with blue and birds together, and I've never really done it myself. And yeah, I tried it with this, and I do really like how the blues are picking out some of the blue in its fur and stuff. So that is sort of, yeah, what happened in the last, well, really just a couple of evening sessions. I just sat with my blue scraps. I haven't got through absolutely everything, but I definitely got through most of it. And I just sat with a load of packaging pieces, just shoving scraps on there. And then these just want a bit of decorating. And I've got a whole, like, a set of ephemera for a journal. So that's sort of how I approach scrapbusting sometimes, you know, when I've done it on video and when I do it just like, you know, just me. I will just sit with a load of the scraps, just a pile of them, a load of packaging and flip outs and pockets and just different things, and I'll just cover the packaging. And then of course you've just got this really fun collaged patchworky type base for you then to decorate up. So I hope that's given you some ideas about how you could go about doing the scrapbusting. But as I say, each week in the Facebook group I will pop up with some inspiration, some videos and blog posts, just so that we can all break it down, because breaking it down by colour and project helps, definitely. But sometimes if you're really just not sure what to do, then obviously that's where the inspiration from other people can really help us. So that is this month, paper scraps. We are going to try and get them tackled. So I was just, I was looking around, there we are. I was looking around because these are my purple scraps. I've really only got a little pile left, so what I might do is I might just sit and do this on video, and hopefully it, you know, is useful, because from here I can make various different pieces of ephemera and different things just with this little pile. So I might do that as one of the videos. But as I say, the Facebook group will really break it down week by week as to how we can tackle the different types of scraps. So to recap, this month is paper scraps. Week 1 is to get them sorted into piles so that you can just blast through them. So as you can see, these are all my purple scraps. You can do it by colour, project theme, and then maybe you want to think about doing it by size. Week 2, we're going to share some ideas for how to use up your strips. Week 3, we're going to share some ideas of how to use up your cardstock scraps. And week 4 will just be all of those other little odds and ends and leftovers. What can we do with them? But as I say, hopefully from looking at the pile of stuff that I made from my blue scraps, hopefully that would have given you some ideas, because I made just clusters and pockets and tags, all just bases of things. And so yeah, when I come to work on a blue project, they just want a little bit of decorating, and then yeah, I'll have a journal thrown together pretty quickly, I think. So I hope that's been useful, just to give you an overview of what this month is going to be. As I said, there'll be a lot more information in the Facebook group, because, you know, that's what the challenge is for. But of course, those of you who are not in it, then hopefully that will just still give you some ideas. And then, yeah, as I said, I'll just pop up with the odd video here and there this month where I do my own little bits of scrapbusting. So that is all. Very quick video, just to say hello, and yeah, just to set the Stashbusting task. And yeah, I'm just in the middle of editing some videos, so I'll have those out for you very soon. And yeah, speak very soon then. Bye for now.